Hello, welcome back to FatherofTwo Plays Mass Effect Andromeda. So, I believe this marks the 100th episode of Awesome. Pock? To Ryder from PB, the creator. Have to say, feeling pretty good about myself. Pock is the first thing I've made that I doubt I'll get tired of. And that's saying a ton, believe me. Someday, when we've got this Remtech all figured out, Pock's gonna blow people's minds. Not sure why I decided to write this to you. Strange impulse, that. I'll have to noodle on it a bit, PB. Okay, well... Can't remember where we were landing last time. Oh yeah, right, we were going to Aya. That is correct. Because we were going to have a meeting with Axul, I believe. We'll find out when we get there anyway. Should tell us what quests there are here. 3. Safe journeys. Jal Amadarav, friend or foe. Task. The Angaran Initiative. So we'll try and do all of those while we're here. We have a new planet to go check out, and we still need to finish settling... I can't remember what it's... Kadara? I believe that's what it's called, Kadara. Been a while since we've seen this city. It's looking identical to last time still. Okay, so 3 quests while we're here. Oh, and there's one to pick up here, actually, as well. So we got a quest. Return to Mariko. Before we do that, I'm gonna go see what this person wants. Ah, there you are. Oh, it's a Turian.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What's up with your hands, dude?
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Volt's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
We should maybe head back to Vold and finish up some questing there. Okay. Oh. Can we talk to this person? Oh, it's a fast travel station. That's what it was. Okay. Well, let's go return to Mariko. Or Mariko, or whichever it is. Okay, we don't need to use the research center.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara Port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers, Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
I don't remember.
The criminals were my people. Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill.
They're exiles.
Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
Sometimes desperate people do bad things to survive. They won't hurt anyone else.
That's no comfort for what we lost. Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
Okay, well, I mean, it wasn't my fault, but...
Sorry to hear things went south with that Angaran astronomer rider. Found a silver lining, though. The scrap satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it.
Just we got some, sellables. Okay, we got a lot actually going on here. Let's start with the first and closest one. By first, I mean closest.
You work on the solar panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Yes. Okay. Done. And next... There's the agricultural scientist just over here. Hey.
In your personal protection.
If we talk...
Van, thought you'd be in a resistance holding cell.
That was Ephra's plan. He wanted to throw me down a hole once he got his precious answers. The Moshae convinced him to release me here. I volunteer and they let me see sunlight.
I didn't expect the Moshae to be in your corner.
Figures should be forgiving. All part of her image. The Moshae keeps her high ground, and I'm the traitor who gets a second chance.
She didn't have to offer you mercy. You certainly don't deserve it.
Think I don't know that? I should get back to work. They're not paying me to stand around.
They're paying
Oh,
you?
that's right. They're not paying me at all.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll leave you to being a dick over there.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Yes, I do. Okay. What are you two up to? Alright, fair enough. Don't want to talk to the Pathfinder? Fine, 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 fine. Okay, so visit the ambassador, talk to the Moshae, return the musical instrument to Abella. So let's start here. I can't jump, I tried to, but I cannot. We've talked with these guys before.
Anything else you need, Subi?
See if you can find Roekarr batteries. Bill's been muttering about those.
You got it. Ryder.
Batra. Okay. Not sure what we're seeing her about, but we'll find out shortly. These are her, right?
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before.
I've never watched somebody do
It's
it.
a pleasure. I'm
To my knowledge.
Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the initiative on Aya.
Okay.
I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
Alright.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Wonder if he was that guy I was looking at a moment ago.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
Well, I mean, is that what happened, I guess, to a degree, in the Milky Way?
Aside from Storvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Okay.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
Okay, one more thing.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Okay. Storvis Len. So yeah, he is just over here. Moving to the Nexus. Gonna go talk to that guy. That's the Moshae. Okay, so let's start here. Ooh, the wrong way, isn't it? Yep. Want to go this way. Okay, speak to this person about moving to the Nexus. Yep.
You're one of Ambassador Reala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
Nice, that was easy enough. What else have we got around here? Okay. Storvis Land is just over here, so we're heading the right way for that as well. Drac. Liam. Alright. Let us speak, Geralt. Please. There we go.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Reala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
We'll take every precaution, but entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm Ron Burgundy. Okay, let's speak to the curator.
Did you look at the internal structure? Pavara, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter.
Okay.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Thought I did have something.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
Is this Angaran?
Yeah,
I found it
okay.
on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan. A musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music.
That
We have
sounds
them
neat.
now, but nothing is beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
I can't imagine losing everything that way.
You left your culture behind. This isn't much different.
I was going to say, it is kind of the
relics like
same.
this help us.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Okay. We got more stuff to bring them, but that's it for now. Oh, here's Sorvis Len.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
That's a weird thing to say. How did he threaten you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was the big gun he was carrying? He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but dial it down. We're guests here.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to put up with this. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
So, by bad at communication, she meant he's a dick. Fair enough. I've met dicks before. That didn't sound right. Okay. Dick, 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 dick. I'm sorry. That's, totally uncalled for. Can't help it. Okay. Nothing really going on here so far. Sounds like it's down to our right. Afra, anything to say?
Chief Voneron filed a formal complaint. Said your people were taking our satellites.
I told him those scavengers weren't my people.
Can't win them all, Pathfinder. What do you need?
Oh.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Seems like he doesn't hate us so much. Well, like, we did rescue the Moshae, I guess. Pretty good reason to trust us, or at least give us a chance. Okay, I don't think it's in here. I actually hear it
No
coming
entering the
from
med
over
center
here.
until you're clean.
Okay, fair enough. There he is.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
Jaren Shek.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
You lost someone you cared about. Was it because of the Vassal?
That's one way to see it. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you. And I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He is kind of a
my
jerk.
Anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Yeah, I guess things have been hard for them for a long time. Not sure exactly how long, even.
You again.
Nothing I really want right now. Hey, Cora.
You call that effort?
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Reala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
Yeah, these people need allies, or... I guess... Would you call... Are we all people? Are they like Gara? But I have no idea. Actually, Angara means the people, doesn't it? I seem to remember that, but I might be wrong. Let's go talk to the Moshae while we're over here. Okay. Is it through here, maybe? Yeah, totes.
If should have come to me.
Axel, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
Relax. I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Yep.
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I want to be allies. Equal allies.
You don't even treat your own equally. Isn't that why the Krogan left?
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel...
Was that a threat?
He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Huh. Okay. They're attacking Eos, it sounds like. What does the Moshae have to say? Anything else?
I found the device Ven was using to communicate with the Archon. I think we can use it to triangulate that Ket flagship's nav point.
All you have to do now is board it, steal the Meridian artifact, and escape in one piece.
You've been there. Tell me what to expect.
I saw very little. Corridors, an interrogation room, my prison cell. The Archon's vessel is a place of pain and death for the Ket's enemies. No one has attempted anything like this before. For all our sakes, you must succeed. Now it's my turn. Thank you for freeing Ven to Refat Kadara. I'm told you saved him from execution.
What will you do with him? Are there prisons here?
Ephra wanted to punish him. I suggested Ven help tend Aya's gardens. He spent too long surrounded by death. He needs to reconnect with life.
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket
Seems
for good?
wise.
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally dubious. Drive them away? How? What stops them from returning?
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
What are you working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. A Valek comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up. To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. at all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe, and what's already inside us. You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can learn as you go.
Are you originally from Aya, or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jarl is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshae.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times, before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshae. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshae, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshae has its uses.
When the Ket are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Thank you, Moshae.
Ishare.
Ishare. Okay. Oh, scannables. Aya Vault Plans. This Remnant-created device displays an interactive holographic display plan of Aya's vault. Datapad. Notes. Moshae Shefa. Begin dictation. After years of staring at these vault plans, so much of it still remains a mystery. Not that we haven't tried. Still, after what happened, maybe it's best to leave the vault alone now. We've spent so long on Aya striving to learn whatever we can about the Remnant and their amazing constructs. I see our future in these Remnant plans. Call it intuition, scientific intuition if you will, but I've marked it down here for posterity. We'll see what unfolds. Another one. Notes regarding exaltation. The question isn't how the Ket genetically modify us, but why. If exaltation is their reproductive process, Ket are a model of inefficiency. If they can transform one life form into something so radically different, then surely the Ket must also be capable of creating clones. Wouldn't that provide more satisfactory results, especially for a xenophobic culture? The goal of incorporating useful genetic material from other species into baseline Ket genetic material doesn't fully explain the level of effort they expend. Exaltation is a lengthy and labor-intensive activity. I was going to say laborious. Maybe that would have been a better word. What I witnessed at the facility didn't feel like mass production. It was almost religious. There's so much about our enemy I need to understand. It's definitely religious. Okay, so we're down to the last couple things. Go talk to that person. Wait, there's a quick travel here, isn't there? Or is it? It says it's above me. Oh no, maybe not. It doesn't matter. Not that far to walk if we have to walk anyway. We do have to be able to open the doors, though, to get there. Which apparently my brain was unable to do a moment ago. Don't need to go there. Oh, that's my timer. Well. And my speakers are dying. I apologize for the beeping you will hear periodically. If indeed they continue to beep at me. Right. We helped her out.
Welcome back. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal, the Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
Well, I guess talking to them would be best.
Governor Moshae is on our side. She'll know what to do.
You're right. We need to solve this problem together.
We're going to be allies.
Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Well, we'll finish up on Aya before we end the episode, so... Let's see. That is my speaker. Give me one moment to turn that off. Okay. Shouldn't have to hear that again. If you're wondering why I have speakers, or, you know, I'm obviously using headphones for the recording. Otherwise you'd hear coming back through the microphone the game audio, right? I have speakers here just so I can have a way to have my timer tell me it's time to finish the episode. And also, you know, there's speakers for a computer, so I use them for other things, but while I'm recording, that's what they're used for. So, there was like 2 people. Yeah. Talk to this person. And then the Turian, who wanted us to get those seeds in that solar thing. Solar panel, I guess it was. Solar collector.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. Need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
Yeah, that sounds like
That's
a good
the whole
idea.
point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
Okay. And that's all done, so now we'll head to the Turian gentleman who had things for us to do before we end the episode.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Peak condition, that must be for hitting level 40. Okay. Let's go skills before we end the episode here. And I'm gonna start paying into shotgun some more. Need 4 points for the next one, so that'll be good for now. Well, until next time, if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. This is FatherofTwo, signing off.